C'est mardi soir, vous savez ce que ça veut dire, le YouTube live. But I just started in French, but this one is the English version. A rough start for me right now. Sorry, gotta live in both languages. Jérémie Minville is gonna be our guest tonight. Jérémie, how are you? Thank you for doing this interview in English. The French one's gonna come in a half an hour, about half an hour. Welcome, Jérémie.
I'm good, and you?
Oh, I'm good. Bit of a rough start, but we're gonna get to it. First of all, you're a player from the Gatineau Olympics, actually the captain of the Gatineau Olympics. First of all, how does it feel being the captain of the one of the most historical franchises in the Q?
It for sure feels good. I'm very honored to be the captain of the Gatineau Olympic, and I take that role very seriously, and I'm really proud of it. And yeah, just positive things.
If you're watching live, you have questions for Jérémie Minville, captain of the Gatineau Olympics. You don't hesitate, put them in the comments, and I'll be happy to ask them to Jérémie. So you've been a couple years in the leagues right now. It's your last year. I want to come back a little bit on you being the captain. Is that something you expected becoming the captain of the Gatineau Olympics, or was it a surprise? And how did you react when you knew that you would wear the C on your jersey?
At the start of the year, wasn't very a surprise for me. I thought I was the leader of that team, and coming in last year as a 19, I had a great season, and we had a bunch of great leaders in our OAs last year, and obviously they left and they moved on from the queue. But yeah, coming in this year, I wanted to be that leader, and as a 20-year-old, I think I can show a great example to the younger one, and yeah, it wasn't very a surprise for me, and I take that role very proudly.
Does it change anything for you having the C on your jersey? Like, did it change anything for you in the dressing room or maybe on the ice? Like, or was it like just a continuation of what you already done the past 4 years in the league?
Yeah, for me, I think it was just to stay myself, and my leadership is on the ice, and obviously off the ice, I'm a big locker room guy, and I love to be around the team and with the boys. So for me, for the one who know me, I like to have fun at the rink, and so yeah, I think for myself, it was just to stay the same, and not change the way I am, because I think I got named captain not to change my personality, but to stay the way I am.
At the beginning of the year, or almost at the beginning of the year, we had Maxime Talbot describing what was being a good captain for the Gatineau Olympics. I don't know if you saw that, but I'm wondering, for the actual captain of the Gatineau Olympic, what does it mean, and what's a good captain for a hockey team?
Yeah, I saw that. My mom sent it to me, and she was telling me, look at that. That's how you can be a great captain. And yeah, of course, I think it's to always show the example, and to be to act like you want everyone in the room to act, and to give the example on the ice. Obviously, let's say you act a certain way on the ice, you want the whole team to do so. So yeah, being a captain is off the ice too. Like everywhere in the city, when you meet people, and that's every time you represent the team. So yeah, I'd say that to be the best version of yourself, and to act like you want the team to be seen.
That makes sense. Talking about your team is fighting for a spot in the playoff right now. How do you see the season so far, and how do you see the remainder of the season?
Yeah, it's been obviously a hard season for us, and we've been fighting to get the wins, and lately we don't have the results we want, and yes, like I said, it's been a hard season. Before Christmas, like we had a stretch of a 10 game losing streak, sorry.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think for us it's just to learn every game and to be better as the season go on, and with 19 games left. I think we just have to focus on us and to already be in the playoff mode, because we're not in the playoffs right now, so every game is crucial for us, and that's the mindset we want to have for the rest of the season.
I guess for you as last season in the Q, that would be an amazing achievement to finish your career in the playoff, I guess.
Yeah, obviously, you don't want to be in that position when you're 20 years old, and obviously we all know about the great playoff streak that the Gatineau Olympiques have.
Mhm.
I think it's 38 or 39 season in a row. So we don't want to be that group that failed to do so, and yeah, we just want to have everyone in the team to have the same mindset of making the playoff. And right now, I think we can do a better job than what we're doing.
There's this season, but there's a bright future here. I think in Gatineau, when you look at players like Say or Misordini, can you talk a bit about those players that are a rookie in the league and looks pretty good.
Yeah, obviously they're still young, and they have a lot to learn, but yeah, they have a bright future, and we've seen it with Max, Sir, and even Pigeon was with us at the start of the year. Like they progressed so much this season, and I can't wait to see where they will be at when they're 19, and they can be the dangerous team in this league.
Talking about you now, you said at the beginning of the interview that the last couple of years have been good on a statistical standpoint for you. What clicked for you when you got in Gatineau, and what made you gather a lot of points?
I think it's the ice time I got. So the opportunity I was given in Gatineau was way better than the one I had in Rouen. For me, it was to get a fresh start and to go and get snow in a lower seed team was good for me, so I could have more ice time, and I seized that opportunity. I had the chance to play with a great player last year with Charles Boutin, and it clicked very well. We played all the games together last year, so he helped me a lot to put up points last year, and it gave me my confidence back.
You guys have not been separated last year at all. Like you've played all the games together.
Yeah, all 68 games together last year.
Wow, that's actually pretty rare to my knowledge. I mean, have you ever lived something like that in minor hockey or in your previous team? Like, where, like all the games with the same line mate. I'm not even sure I've ever heard of that.
Yeah, maybe I'd say I don't remember like earlier, but earlier in my career, but maybe with my brother. I have a twin brother, so maybe we used to always play together on the same line. So maybe with my brother, but like in minor hockey, you don't have a 68 game season, so it's pretty impressive, and yeah.
Interesting. What's coming up for you in the next couple of years, hockey wise, school wise? What's the plan for Jérémie Minville?
I just committed back during the holidays to Bowling Green State University, NCAA hockey. So that's where I'm gonna be headed next year, and so I can continue to study at the same time and play at a great level of hockey.
I guess like you're the first generation of players that will have that chance of
Yeah,
playing in the Q and keep going in the NCAA. Are you kind of excited about it?
yeah, I'm very excited, and I consider myself lucky to be able to do both. And for me, it's a great opportunity, and I can only think positive thing about that commitment.
My guess is our players will have like many offers from United States University. My guess is you had multiple offers. Why did you choose this one? And what was the game breaker? Like what made you take that decision?
I had a couple offers, but for me, I really like the coach. Like usually when like the recruitment is done by the assistant coach, and coaches are the head coach is not really involved in that. But for him to call me too was very good for my decision making. And yeah, to talk with him, to talk with Dennis Williams was good for me, and to just know what was his plan with me, and what he saw in me, and what he wanted to do with the team for the next couple of years with signing CHL players. So I really loved his mentality. So for me, it was a no-brainer after that.
And what are you gonna study there?
I don't know yet, so
Oh, so
gonna have to figure that out. Yeah.
you'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
What do you feel you'd like to study? Like, do you have any idea, or you're like, for now you're more completely hockey, but you have any field you'd like to maybe explore?
Yeah, maybe like administration, or education, or I don't really know, but I think I can start with like basic courses, and then be take more specific ones, so I can decide later on.
Quick question. We're gonna come back on your team because I'm curious about Alexis Loiseau, the head coach. Still a young head coach. He has won the cup with Serge Beausoleil in Rimouski as a player. So I want you to talk to me a little bit about your coach. How is he behind the bench? How is he with the players overall?
Yeah, he's been good for us. Like you said, he's young and still learning, and he's trying to work with us together, so we can learn and he can learn at the same time. It's like we work really closely to each other, so we can always know what's coming up next. And yeah, his mentality is very good. Our coaching staff with Zach and Serge, they're all on the same page, and they all think the same. So it helps us a lot. And Alexis is a very good coach, and he's very like he's never too high, never too low. I feel, and it's very good for us. Like you never get stress on the bench, and think that your coach is not in control of his emotions. So I think that's a good part.
Interesting, because I was about to ask you, what do you think is his strongest asset as a coach, and what you're telling me is that he's keeping his composure. Like he doesn't really. I guess it helps as a player that you don't stress more than you have to do on the bench.
Yeah, like I'm not saying sometimes he's not gonna scream after the ref or something like that, but
As all the
he's
coach do.
yeah, he's never gonna be too negative about let's say a bad period, and then too happy about a good period. We have to keep, like you said, he has to keep his composure, and he's been doing it really well this year.
Interesting. Well, we're gonna get into teams question. We're pretty much asking the same question to every guest we have, and we have one question from a fan. So my guess is that um, question coming from Brent DeBourne. I don't know if you know him. He's a Moncton Wildcats fan, but he's pretty much in all of our interviews. He watches all, and one of the biggest fan in the queue. He said, "You are number 27. I do know that." So my question for you, Jérémie, is why did you choose number 27? Is there anything specific related to that choice?
No, not really, because when I got to Rouen, when I was 17, the numbers only go up to 30, I think, something like that, like, or 29, and then goalies get 30, 35, or something like that.
Mhm.
So with all the veterans and uh us rookies coming in, there were like five, six, or seven numbers available. I remember with Matt Perron we chose 19, and I there was like 28, 27, and 24. So I thought the 27 was pretty cool, and yeah, so I just rocked with it. And when I got traded to Gatineau, I just stick with 27.
So nothing really superstitious about it. Nothing like are you superstitious at all? Like is that something like like is the number important for you? That may be the question.
Um, no, I don't think so. But I like my number, I guess, and think I'm rocking it well. And yeah, I like 27.
All right, get us into the Gatineau Olympics dressing room. I want to know who's the DJ in the room. Like who's in charge of the music?
Our DJ is number 23, Taos Jordan. When he got with us, I don't remember when, like before Christmas, like not at the start of the year. He's been a good leader for us, and as a 20-year-old, he just took charge of the music, and he's been rocking some solid tunes in the room.
So you agree with his DJ's choice? What do you guys listen in the room?
Really depends. Let's say we have a morning skate, maybe more some country, and then say we go to the game before the game, 2 hours before the game, he's gonna play um, like like old songs, let's say like 2000 to 2010 songs,
Yeah.
or some rock, or like very diversify his choice, but it's always good. Some rap too, and yeah, it's very different.
Who's the gym rat for the Gatineau Olympics? The one who's always pumping iron in the gym.
Uh, hmm.
Are you that guy? Are you the guy who's
I don't
always in the
know.
gym?
Yeah, sometimes, but I would say maybe say he's a good gym guy. I guess he's
Big
putting a
tall
lot of
guy.
extra work. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a big tall guy. So,
yeah.
all right. So Sia might be the one. Who's the funniest one? Like the one who's always pranking the guy or the stealing jokes.
I gotta say Lucas Crawl on that one. He's a clown. He's just a funny guy to be around, and everything he says, you just wanna start laughing.
No hesitation on that one. So it
Yeah,
was a clear cut winner, right?
yeah. He's making me laugh so hard.
Is he a prankster too? Like does he pranks the boys like in the dressing room or in the bus or anything?
No, not really. He's just, I
He's
don't
just
know.
a funny
He's
guy.
just yeah, funny all around.
Funny
Yeah.
dude. All right. Awesome. That's cool. That's cool to know. What's your pre-game routine? Get us through your pre-game meal and habits that you have before the game.
Let's say we play at 7. We go to the rink in the morning, and we usually have meetings and stuff. So then we leave the rink at like 11. So sometimes a good game day would be going to Tutti Frutti, have breakfast with the boys after a morning, and then get my nap in, get my pregame meal at like 3:30. Then go to the rink for 4:30. Then I like to stretch, get a coffee, and take my sticks. Then we get the meetings done. Stretch again. I like to do a little bit of yoga before games, and then just little stuff around, and that I always do. It's always kind of the same routine I try to do, and trying to find what works best, and try to change some things if I'm not in a good stretch personally. So yeah, and then go dress and have warm up.
So I guess your kind of pre-game routine is essential to you. So and you say you're not that much superstitious, but if like you want to switch thing in your game or it doesn't feel right, you're gonna switch some things in your pre-game routine. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, I'm not like not superstitious. I'm not gonna do everything at the same time every time, but kind of. And like my routine's important for me, and what I try to find every time, what makes me feel the best, and the more focus for the game.
Interesting. It's pretty much last call. If you have questions for Jérémie Minville, because we're gonna switch in French for real this time in a couple minutes. So my last question, pretty much, would be for you. What are gonna be your best memories of playing in the QMJHL?
I think all the road trips with the guys, just messing around in the at the hotel, just the wins we had in Gatineau last year, the stretch of 6 wins we had. I'd say maybe more personal when I had one of my greatest game in my career was when I had a hat trick in Drummondville, my hometown, during the holidays. So yeah, that was pretty surreal to do it in my hometown in front of my family in overtime. So that's one of my best moments.
Interesting. That's awesome. I guess there was a lot of friends and family in the stands in Drummondville. So doing this and going out on a hat trick like that, I mean, that must have been crazy, and I'm sure you're
Yeah.
gonna remember it all your life. Jérémie, thank you so much for doing this interview in English. If you're watching and you wanna watch the interview in French, you're welcome. We're gonna start like around 7 p.m. The French interview. Jérémie, thanks again.
Thank you.